Good morning, Vlogmas, day 6. I almost forgot to do a video today because I was so excited about knitting my new socks that I was like, oh, I have to start work, and then went, oh, I haven't done a video yet today. So I remember just in time, so this is going to be pretty short. No boss today. She decided to run down the back stairs, and it's too cold to leave the door open, so the door's shut, and eventually she'll tippy toe at it and tell me she's ready to come back in. But until then, no boss yelling at me. Okay. So yesterday, I finished off the first of this sock, and it's wet and it's on the blocker still drying, but it turned out pretty cute. It feels really nice while I'm wearing it when I put it on my foot. So I will be happy to knit the second one. Um, but this was really tedious. Like, I didn't love knitting it. It was like a slog to have to pick it up. So, yeah. But on the blocker, finished, ends all woven in, just needing it to dry. But then, I told you about this yarn that I was so excited to start working up. So excited. So I found, turns out, like, I love socks. Socks by K.F. Jones of the Bakery Bears. I love knitting. They're super fun. So last night, I'm like, I finished that one, got it on the blockers, and I'm like, oh, I can start them now. So I found one of her patterns that I thought would work really well with this type of yarn. And I cast on while watching The Shining, because the name of this colorway from the BumbleBee Acres Fibers farm is the Overlook Hotel. So I started watching The Shining, and I cast on these. Oh, I love them so much. This is how, and then after the Overlook, I went into Dr. Sleep, and then it was too late and I didn't finish it. So I got up this morning. I just picked up all the stitches, like, just haven't even finished around. Just picked up these, and I need to finish going around and finish off the heel turn, doing the gusset decreases. But I love this so much. It's called the Crunkle Sock, and it's just really this easy little pattern here that makes these little blibbles. Can you see the little blibbles? There, you can see them on the bottom there, the little blibbles. And I love it, and it shows the yarn off really nicely. And oh, I can't wait to finish these and wear them, because I'm going to finish this day 100% guaranteed. And then I'm going to cast on the other one immediately and have those socks to wear ASAP. So, Alicia, if you watch this, I messaged the dyer of the yarn of the wingspan. The name of her shop is Wool Elf. She's based in Germany. And I messaged her and went, I have a question to ask you. And I explained to her about, I inherited the yarn and I'm knitting this for somebody and I'm running out of yarn. And if she could dye me up a skein of yarn in the darkest colorway from that, I would really appreciate it if it was at all possible. And she messaged me back this morning. I went, sure, that's not a problem. So I get to finish it in the same yarn. It won't be the exact same color because being hand dyers, the lots are never the same. There's always a little bit of difference, but the yarn itself will be the same texture. It will have the same little heathering effect in it. So I will be able to finish that. I'm super excited about that. So yeah. So I'm going to get that ordered, and I'm going to go ahead and work on the wingspan until I get to, but it's Christmas time and she's really busy, so I probably won't get that yarn in until well into January. Plus, it's coming from Germany. And that's fine. So what I'm going to do is this week I'm going to work on finishing out the yarn I have, see how close I can get, wait for that yarn to come in from her. And while that's sitting and waiting, I'm going to cake up and start the next one. But I'm going to play around and find out how I can change my gauge on that to use less yarn. Like, I know how to change my gauge to get stitches per inch. That's not a problem. But I'm having trouble visualizing whether going up a needle or down a needle will make me use less yarn. I don't know. So I gotta think on that. Maybe Vicky will tell me in the comments, because I'm sure that she knows, because she's smart. Or Sarah, she's also smart. And last but not least for the day, day 6. LavenderLune yarn thus far. Let's see what we've got today. Twinkle Toes is the name of it. And it is a buttery yellow is the only way I can describe it. And again, it's beautiful. It's just muted. So, can I argue that they're not stunning? I cannot argue that, because they are. Look at that. That's beautiful. Those are beautiful. And the yarn itself, lovely. Just delightful. Just as we all know, Mary likes screaming colors, and these do not scream. They say, hello, I'm so pretty. They do not scream, hey, don't you love me? And we all know that I like to get in people's faces and go, hey, don't you love me? What are you gonna do? I tried to watch Arcane over the weekend. It's not for me. I don't love steampunk. Like, I don't actually like steampunk at all. I don't know what it is. There's no reason for it. Like, I can't point at something and say, oh, this is what I don't like. My brain just goes, nope, siree, thank you, no. So, once I figured out that Arcane was 100% a steampunk aesthetic, I went, no. So, I noped out of it, and I started watching a thing called Glitch from Australia. It's about people coming back from the dead, which I had tried to watch, like, before I'd gotten... There's like 6 episodes in the first season, and I'd gotten like through 5.5 and just apparently stopped. So I started watching Glitch, and I got through the whole first season, and I'm on the 2nd season, and I'm really enjoying it. Apparently I just wasn't in the mood for it last time, and this time I'm in the mood for it. So that's what I'm currently watching. But today I think I will probably put on more Stephen King movies, because I want to knit the King socks to the Stephen King. I probably won't need all the... Hello, MJ. Probably won't need all the Stephen King movies for the 2nd sock, but for the first one, hello, MJ. But I won't need it for the 2nd one. But I'm enjoying. This is like, comparatively, this one was a chore to knit, even though the finished product I really like a lot. But this one is just... I'm just loving knitting it. I love the color. It's blood spatter in snow. Or Christmas, you know, take your pick. I'm loving knitting it. It's fun. The yarn, just the texture of the yarn is delightful. And apparently this yarn will bloom once I'm done knitting it, because it's not superwash. And I'm really excited for that. I will have plenty left over out of this when I'm done. So what I'm thinking about doing is ordering from the dyer a darker color, and then doing color work with this as the, like doing the main body in the darker color and then doing the color work with this. I think that would be fun. I've never made color work socks. That'll be interesting. That's it for the day. This actually ran quite a bit longer than I was expecting it to, because I'm gushing effusively over my sock. I hope y'all have a lovely day. Bye.